I'm Lizzie Harrison for Card Player TV, here today with Jack McClelland, the tournament director at the Bellagio here in Las Vegas. Thanks for coming into the studio.
You're welcome, Lizzie.
So we have a question for you from one of our viewers. His name is Mike. Mike runs a fairly new poker room, and he recently ran into a situation with two of his players, and he wasn't exactly sure what to do. Player A checked, and Player B grabbed chips and began to cut them into a bet. Now, they didn't have a betting line in their casino, but his hand was still on his chips as he was cutting out the bet. He then said all in and left his entire stack that he had cut in the pot. Mike wanted to know if that's an acceptable way to go all in, or is it a string bet, and should he only have been allowed to bet what was in his hand?
Well, since he still had his hand on the chips in the pot and there was no betting line, he would be allowed to bet it.
So he could put some chips in the pot as long as his hand was still on it. He could then say all in, and all his chips would be committed.
Because without the betting line, as long as your hands are on the chips, you can just keep moving in.
And what if there had been a betting line? How would that change things?
If there had been a betting line, then the hands that were over the line that were cutting, at the moment he stopped cutting, that would have been his bet.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you very much, Jack.
That's why it's good to have a betting line.
Makes sense. I'm Lizzie Harrison with Jack McClelland for Card Player TV.